Hello. Welcome to Two Dorks Read The Phantom of Manhattan by Frederick Forsyth, in which Natalie and Michael, two Phantom fans on a mission, subject themselves to the book that served as the launchpad for Love Never Dies, Andrew Lloyd Webber's controversial sequel to Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. Our story continues.
I can only
stop streaming, so I can only assume that we are in fact up and running.
Well, let's hope so. Oh yes, we should be.
All
also,
right.
to start this one off. Yeah, there we go.
Oh. All right. Should we set up the people for what we're up to right now? I guess.
Oh yes, they might want to know that I'm getting rum.
Yes. Michael is acquiring rum because we have just come to the realization that we are 73% of the way in, but only about half of the chapters have been written for this book. Only there are 26, 25 chapters, something like that in this book. We're on chapter 13, but we're just going to be speeding along now.
Yeah, the preface takes up like 10% of the book.
Yep, and all that's left now is
getting drunk,
just careen along at a breakneck pace and to soothe any nerves that get shattered along the way, perhaps in the form of drinking.
Yeah, you should know, dear listeners, that this is my fine rum. This is like 20 years old.
You're wasting it on Forsyth?
No, I'm not wasting shit. I'm enjoying myself, okay?
Okay. Just saying, man. Maybe you could save it for, your reread of Rosie Hours or something.
Well, but you don't want to read that with me, so it's not going to happen.
I don't know. Okay, fine. Then, I don't know, use your good wine use your good rum on Forsyth. I'm sure he will not appreciate it, but,
Here we go.
Alright.
Frederick Foreskin.
Now, you may be wondering, why is Michael drinking and I am not drinking? It is because he has passed his 5 o'clock threshold and I have not.
She's in the UK.
I am in the UK, and Michael is not in the UK.
If you haven't guessed this by now, I'm in Sweden.
Well, yeah, his very thick Swedish accent gives it away.
Yeah, because no, I know I don't have a Swedish accent.
He does not have a Swedish accent.
No, because, okay, before we start, then let me explain that to you. I think that the Swedish accent is bullshit. I've heard.
Swedes. Sorry, fellow Swedes.
Yeah, okay. If there was any Swedes listening to this, stop talking like you don't fucking care about how it sounds like.
Oh my god.
No, but seriously, nobody who speaks English wants to hear this because this is absolutely terrifying. Fuck you.
I've heard
That's
far
not
worse.
English.
I've heard far worse. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've heard far worse, but that doesn't make this one all right.
It's not bad.
Yes, it is. It's terrible.
Look, I'm in England, and I have heard some atrocious things. I am on Team Henry Higgins, and I never thought I would be. But I'm on Team Henry Higgins in this damn country. And whatever the Swedes are doing with their vocals, I think it's probably better than whatever's happening over here.
Well, here's the thing. No.
Okay.
Anyways, we're going to jump into this because otherwise I'm not getting anywhere. When
last we left... When last we left off, Eric had decided... So, Beneath a Moonless Sky never happened, guys. That's just not happening. There wasn't even... Look With Your Heart was just Pierre getting a music box and Meg and Christine actually recognizing Masquerade as a song that happens in universe. That's the title of the song, Masquerade. It's a real song, and the implications this has on the Phantom show as a whole are astounding, because it just means that the final layer features the Phantom dejectedly singing a party boy anthem.
Yes, that was what I wanted to go.
Yes.
Natalie brought up to me the other day that the frigging Masquerade is basically the party rock anthem. So it's like, So masquerade is in the house tonight. Like it's just there.
Party rock!
Party rock!
Everybody in the house.
Are you ready?
Have a good time. Party rock.
Oh jeez.
Right.
Party rock. Everybody have a good time. Party rock.
So we've established that last session. We've also established that for some reason Eric wants to conduct his business with Christine in full English.
Yeah, why?
In a maze full of mirrors that had to be overseen by somebody else. Anyway. Which is, by the way, it's something he knows because he built the maze of mirrors himself, and Darius, his assistant, even said there better be a guy in the operating the maze of mirrors that day. So Eric specifically wanted the head of this damn carnival to learn how to operate the maze of mirrors and listen to him talk about his baby daddy drama.
Yeah, and well, like I said, it's so weird. Like both you and me said.
Yeah.
Why are they talking in English?
They are, I don't know. Like,
they're both native French speakers.
They are. I mean, I don't understand it, right? Because, I mean, when we had Taffy, Taffy, not only could he understand them, they spoke clearly enough that he could actively transcribe it. So he wrote it all out.
This is so terrible.
This is really bad.
Yeah. So, but you know what that means, right?
What's it mean?
Either he writes really fucking fast, or they were speaking so slow and actually gave him time to write it all down.
I know.
I mean, however you look at it, that is dumb.
Christine, that's my son.
Yeah. Did you get that, Taffy?
Are we clear? Are we speaking clearly enough for you?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, for a very private man, like for Eric, I've gone off the grid Mulheim, for a plan of his to work out. This is really, this isn't helping at all.
This is ballsy as shit.
It's stupid. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's dumb as hell.
It's so dumb. And, right. So now, here we are with Father Joe, Pierre's tutor and very devout Catholic priest.
Father Joe almost sounds like a bad series.
Yeah, he had kind of a stare-off with Darius in the last session, in the gift shop. They just kind of locked eyes, and he crossed himself because he could just tell that Darius is bad news.
Yes.
And Darius could tell that he is good news, and so they don't like each other.
Wait. So here's my question then.
Yes.
You said that he could tell he was good news. Do you mean like okay, because he's on the side of God? You mean?
Yes, and some people like the people who
I
want
would
to convert to Christianity. They're always like, "Have you heard the good news? About Jesus Christ? He's gonna totally let you go into heaven."
I got it.
Yeah.
Have you heard the good news? He doesn't exist,
says Darius, and he I assume he aggressively hissed at Joseph at this point. It's not in the book, but I just kind of imagine that in this gift shop full of mechanical monkeys, that this priest is glaring at this boy, and this boy's just like
like a fucking cat.
Absolutely like a cat. All right, I'm sorry. We've been putting this off.
Yeah, okay. Let's get this shit on the road.
Oh, we got some people talking.
Oh, look at that.
Oh God, I think one of us has to be Jesus.
Wait, what? One of us has to be Jesus? Gee, okay. Wait, shall you be Jesus? That sounds weird.
I'll be Jesus. Okay.
You'll be Jesus. All right, this sounds good.
So take it away.
Whoa, wait a minute, fucking. So we have one fucking. We have one shadowy fucker with a pale face that speaks to Mammon.
Yes.
And we have one not so pale priest who speaks to Jesus?
I mean, he's Irish. He's pretty pasty, but
Yeah, but still. Okay. This is dumb, but okay, I'll
two
go with
very
it.
pale men who
Yeah.
worship different people.
Yeah, okay. This is weird.
Okay, so
I'll start out. Yeah.
Okay.
So, the ecstasy and prayer of Joseph Kilfoyle, St. Patrick's Cathedral, New York City, 2nd of December, 1906.
Andrew Lloyd Webber crossover.
Yes. Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy. Many times have I called upon you, more times than I can recall, in the heat of the sun and in the darkness, on the night, in the high mass, in your house and in the privacy of my room. Sometimes even thought you might reply, seemed to hear your voice, seemed to feel your guidance. Was it all foolishness? Self-delusion? Do we really in prayer commune with you? Or are we listening to ourselves? Forgive my doubting, Lord. I try so hard for true faith. Hear me now, I beg you, for I'm bewildered and frightened. It's not the skull, but the Irish farm boy that I was born. Please listen. What?
Sorry.
What is that?
I was trying to rep up for Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, God. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm sorry. I took your moment. Continue to be Irish.
It's not the scholar, but the Irish farm boy that I was born. Please listen and help me.
I am here, Joseph. What disturbs your peace of mind?
Lord, for the first time, I think I'm really frightened. I'm afraid, but I do not know why.
Fear? This is something of which I have personal knowledge.
You, Lord? Surely not.
On the contrary, what do you think I felt when they tied my wrists above me to the flogging ring in the temple wall?
I just did not imagine that you could feel fear.
I was a man then, Joseph. With all a man's weaknesses and flaws. That was the whole point. And a man can feel great fear. So when they showed me the scourge with its knotted thong set with fragments of iron and lead and told me what it would do, I cried from fear.
Jesus! You started to believe. Okay, sorry. I never thought of it that way, Lord. It was never reported.
A small mercy. Why? Why are you afraid?
I feel there is something going on around me in this fearsome city that I cannot understand.
Then I sympathize. The fear of what you can understand is bad enough, but it has its limits. The other fear is worse. What do you want of me?
I need your fortitude, your strength.
You already have them, Joseph. Greedy ass. I gave them to you last week. Are you going to give them back? I'm waiting. You inherited them when you took my vows and wore my cloth. I need my cloth back. I'm naked.
No, it's a comfy cloth. Then surely I cannot
be... snuggie, Joseph.
No, it's mine now. You gave him to me.
All right.
I inherited. Then surely I cannot be worthy of them, Lord, for they escape me now. I fear you choose a very poor vessel when you pick the farm boy from Mullingar.
In fact, you chose me, but no matter. Has my vessel cracked and let me down so far?
I have sinned, of course.
Of course. Who does not? You have lusted after Christine de Chagny. Triangle!
Love triangle! Yes. She's a beautiful woman, Lord, and I'm also a man.
I know. I was once. It can be very hard. You confessed and were forgiven.
Yes?
Well, thoughts are thoughts. You did nothing more.
No, Lord, just thoughts.
Well then, never mind. Perhaps I may retain confidence in my farm boy a mite longer. What of your unexplained fears?
There is a man in the city, a strange man.
It's New York. I've got news for you.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course, there's the smell of piss everywhere. A strange man. The day we arrived, I looked up from the quayside, and saw a figure on the roof of a warehouse, staring down. He wore a mask. Yesterday, we went to Coney Island. Christine, young Pierre, a local reporter, and myself. Christine went into a part of the funfair known as the Hall of Mirrors. Last night, she asked for confession and told me.
I think you are allowed to tell me, as I am inside your own head. Go on. Why?
The Jesus of the cathedral is there inside my
Is
mind.
there the Jesus of the priest's head?
Yes. Now pray, my angel.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I can't
Are
help
we
this.
establishing that
Mental
this
illness.
is Jesus, or is this Father Joe's imaginary friend, or is this a common occurrence that happens when Catholics pray? I'm gonna say straight up, I was not raised Christian, so I don't have this frame of reference.
I have no idea, honestly. This might just be like a. No, it's not. He said he's in his head.
Yeah. It's not even
Don't worry about it.
Like, at least Darius was actually talking to Mammon, you know? He's got a direct line.
Yep. That she had met him inside. She described him. He must have been the same man, the one she knew years ago in Paris. A badly disfigured man, now become rich and powerful here in New York.
I know him. His name is Eric. He has not had an easy life. Now he worships another god.
Oh, Jesus fucking Lord. Honestly, oh yeah, that's Eric.
So, Jesus is actually, so the answer
Jesus
is yes.
is actually speaking
It's
to him.
Jesus, and it is in his head, and Jesus totally knows about Eric.
Mhm.
Jesus is in the Phantom canon.
Jesus is in the Phantom canon. Wait, what does that? That means that Jesus Christ Superstar and the Phantom of the Opera is in the same.
It absolutely does. Where I need to know where the space trains and the cats are,
Oh yes.
because that's what I want now.
You want to know what I want to see?
What?
I want to see Donny Osmond just walk into a school and start to sing "I wore my cloak." My
It's the
coat.
newest freak show.
Jesus, this actually put me aback a little bit.
This is really weird.
Yeah, it is.
Also, does this not imply that? Wait a second. Was there a line in Phantom where the Phantom kind of curses God a little bit, or is that something else?
Not in the Phantom of the Opera.
No,
the musical.
you're right. I'm getting
That's in it's in Susan K. I know, but I think it's in LaRue as well.
Yeah.
But no, not in. Anyways, let's continue before we friggin'
I'm
go
sorry.
way
This
off.
is just going off the rails, and I'm trying real hard to hold on. It's very hard.
Same. There are no other gods, Lord.
Nice idea, but there are many man-made gods.
Ah, and his.
He is the servant of Mammon, the god of greed and gold.
I would dearly love to bring him back to you.
Most commendable. And why?
Because the
I
page
don't want him.
haven't
He's
turned yet.
ugly.
It seems he has an enormous wealth, which is beyond normal dreams.
Joseph, you are supposed to be in the business of souls, not gold. Do you lust after his fortune?
Ah, not for myself, Lord, for something else.
And what might that be?
While I have been here, I wandered by night through the lower east side district of the city, but a few miles from this very cathedral. It is an appalling place, an inferno on earth. There is grinding poverty, squalor, filth, stench and despair. Out of these comes every vice and crime. Children are used as prostitutes, boys and girls.
Do I hear a hint of rebuke, Joseph, that I should allow these things?
I could not rebuke you, Lord,
Oh, don't be too modest. It happens every day.
but I cannot understand it.
Let me try to explain. I never gave man a guarantee of perfection, only the chance of it. That was the whole point of it all. Man has the choice and the chance, but never the coercion. I have left his freedom to choose inviolate. Some choose to try to follow the path I pointed out. Most prefer their pleasures now, here. For many, that means inflicting pain on others for their own amusement or enrichment. It is noted, of course, but is not to be changed.
But why, Lord? Can man not be a better creature?
Look, Joseph, if I reached down and touched him on the forehead and made him perfect, what would life on earth be like? No sadness, so no joy. No tears, no smiles, no pain, no relief. No bondage, no freedom. No failure, no triumph. No rudeness, no courtesy. I get it, no bigotry, no tolerance, no despair, no exaltation, no sins, and certainly no redemption. I would simply create a paradise of featureless bliss here on earth, which would make my heavenly kingdom somewhat redundant. And that is not the point of it at all. So, man must have his choice until I call him home.
I suppose so, Lord. But I would dearly like to bring this Eric and all his riches to a better service.
Perhaps you will.
But there must be a key.
Of course, there is always a key.
But I cannot see it, Lord.
You have read my words. Have you taken nothing in?
Nothing at all. I just took the whiskey in. No. Too little, Lord. Help me, please.
No. The key is love, Joseph. The key is always love.
But he loves Christine de Changy.
So?
Am I to
I'm
encourage
sorry.
her to break her marriage vows?
I did not say that.
Then I do not understand.
I don't. I'm having problems with this conversation. You will, Joseph. You will, but only you. I don't understand. Sometimes it takes a little patience. So, this Eric frightens you?
Oh, no, Lord, not he. When I saw him on the roof and later saw his figure fleeing from the Hall of Mirrors, I felt there was nothing about him. A feeling of rage of despair, of pain, but not of evil. It was the other one.
Tell me about the other one.
When we arrived at the Coney Island Fun Fair, Christine and Pierre went to the toy shop, with the fun master. I stayed outside to walk by the sea for a while. Then I rejoined them in the shop. Pierre was with a young man, who was showing him around and whispering in his ear. A face as white as bone, black eyes, and a hair. A black
Only
frock
one
coat.
hair.
Yes, one hair. I thought he was the manager of the shop, but the fun master told me later he had never seen him before the morning.
And you did not like him, Joseph.
Her liking wasn't the point, Lord. There was something about him. A chill colder than the sea. Was it just my Hibernian imagination? Was there an aura? There was an aura of evil about him that caused me to make your sign. Just instinctively, took the boy away from him. And he stared at me with the dark loathing. That was the first time I saw him that day.
And the second?
I was walking back from the coach where I had to put the boy. About half an hour later, I knew Christine had gone with the fun master to examine a sideshow called the Hall of Mirrors. A small door in the side of the building opened and he came running out. He went past a newspaper reporter who was ahead of me, and as he came past me, threw himself into a small coach and disappeared. He stopped and stared at me again. It was the same as the first time. I felt the day. Already cold and dropped another 10 degrees. I shivered. Who was he? What does he want?
I'm glad Jesus knows who this is.
Yes.
I think you mean Darius. Do you wish to redeem him too?
Oh, I do not think I could.
You are right. He has sold his soul to Mammon. He is the god of gold's eternal servant until he comes to me. It is he who brought Eric to his own god. But Darius has no love. That is the difference.
Oh, but he loves gold, Lord.
No, he worships gold. There is a difference. Eric worships gold also, but somewhere deep inside his tortured soul, he once knew love and could again.
Oh, then I might yet win him.
Joseph, no man who can know pure love, accepting only love of self, is beyond redemption.
But like Darius, this Eric only loves only gold, himself and another's wife. Lord, I do not understand.
You are wrong, Joseph. He cherishes gold, he hates himself, and he loves a woman he knows he cannot have. I must go.
Stay with me, Lord, a little longer.
Ooh, Antoinette Giry, I presume. I cannot. There is a vicious war in the Balkans. There will be many souls to receive tonight.
Oh, then where shall I find the key? The key beyond gold, self and a woman he cannot have.
I told you, Joseph. Look for another and a greater love. Toodles!
The boy and the music.
He plays like me. He dismembers monkey music boxes like me. That's all Eric has to go on right now.
He's just 12 years old.
12 years
12 years old.